State mental hospitals are often a last resort for anybody with a mental disability, and family members hope that loved ones will be taken care of there.
But the KVUE Defenders talked to a mother who questions if anyone is paying attention after she says her daughter was sexually assaulted. Aaron Jones reports.
This is the story of a mother's fight for justice for her mentally disabled daughter, who says her outcry of rape in the Austin State Hospital has fallen on deaf ears. But records we uncovered suggest there may be thousands more in Texas just like her.
Step down, step down.
They go everywhere.
You got it?
And do everything together.
Yeah.
32-year-old Anisha Atua doesn't have a choice. Anisha was born with brain damage. While pregnant with Anisha, her mother, Angela McKay, says she was working at the Austin State Hospital when a patient attacked her.
She kicked me in my stomach, start bleeding.
Anisha is blind in one eye and has the IQ of a 13-year-old. But yet with some help, she managed to graduate from high school at 23.
Anisha was doing so good.
But that changed in November 2014. Anisha hit her head, causing fluid on her brain.
She said, "Mom, my brain is exploding. I'm in so much excruciating pain. I can't take it."
After a neurosurgeon implanted a device to relieve the pressure, McKay says Anisha's behavior changed dramatically.
She jumped out of her twin sister car. She tried to commit suicide.
Anisha was eventually sent to the Austin State Hospital in December of 2015, triggering painful memories for McKay.
I didn't sign for my daughter to go to the Austin State Hospital.
But it happened anyway, and just a few days into Anisha's stay in January of 2016, she called home saying she'd been raped by another patient.
Then we called the Austin Police Department. The Austin Police Department 911 told us to call the nurse. We called the nurse that was in charge that night and told them to do a rape kit on my daughter. And she never did.
A social worker did an assessment of Anisha the next day, which makes no mention of rape, only that Anisha reported a male patient laid on top of me and started grinding on me.
They changed the narrative of her story.
3 months later, the Office of Inspector General concluded there was no evidence to support the allegation. Therefore, the investigation was closed with the finding of unsubstantiated. And according to state records, that's a common result. Over the last 10 years, patients made nearly 4,000 allegations of sexual assault at state hospitals across Texas, but state investigators substantiated only 1% of them. Austin State Hospital ranks third highest in sexual assault allegations, 731 over the last 10 years, with only 9 confirmed cases. McKay says Austin State Hospital staff allowed Anisha to leave, and she took her to their family doctor.
The doctor said she was brutally raped when she was in the hospital.
McKay decided to file her own report with the Austin Police Department. And based on Anisha's mental state, an investigator had the Center for Child Protection conduct a forensic interview of Anisha. Here, she describes what happened to her that night.
I was trying to get some sleep and he climbed on top of me.
Okay, then what happened?
He penetrated me.
Okay, and then after he penetrated you, what happened?
I couldn't get him off me. But no one came to my aid. There was like a lot of blood when I was washing myself. They were laughing.
Who was laughing?
Like the people who worked there.
The police investigator's report states he reviewed subpoenaed documents from state hospital staff that make no mention of penetration. The APD detective closed his investigation, stating after a review of this case, prosecution was declined. Even though law enforcement officials say rape allegations are often hard to prove, especially in mental institutions, it's a major disappointment for McKay and her daughter.
Not a day goes by, I don't think about it.
And now they feel like another statistic, part of an ongoing pattern.
He took something away from me that was precious. He took away that something that I can never get back.
The only thing that my daughter has as a human being is her body and her space, and that was taken away. Her virginity was taken away.
We asked the Texas Department of State Health Services, which oversees state hospitals, for an interview for weeks, but agency officials declined. Angela McKay says she intends to keep on fighting for her daughter, and her attorney says he plans to file a lawsuit soon. Aaron Jones, KVUE News Night Beat.